Taurus darlings, welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella and is here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those who've never ventured into my sector of the universe before, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here and for joining me. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and click the subscribe button to join our tribe. For those who are returning and who are my loyal subscribers, thank you so much for being here and for rejoining me for another weekly. I thank you so much for your love and support. I do have one announcement. So if you guys sign up on my website at capellawellness.com, you'll get private access to my new mobile web app that I'm excited about, where you can book your personal readings, get free additional weekly readings to include mini love readings and spirit messages. You can keep in the loop with the latest info and join in on member forums to connect with me and your tribe, amongst other great features soon to come. It's free to sign up for this particular membership and only takes a few seconds. I can't wait to connect with you guys more on my new app. That being said, let's get into the reading. Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you are well and that you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. All right, we are in June already. Unreal. We are halfway through the year. It's gone by so fast, hasn't it? So for right now, we're going to, if I can get these cards in my hands, we're going to see what your overall energy is for this week, what you need to focus on. They want me to take that. Okay, that is interesting. What you need to focus on and what you need to avoid for the week of May 31st to June 6th. Again, time is fluid. If it's not the time frame in which I indicated, that's okay. Whenever you view this video is the right time for you to receive your messages. What is it that Taurus needs to focus on for this week? Please and thank you. All right. Got a major arcana here with Judgment card. Okie dokie. All right, what do they need to avoid? What is it that Taurus needs to avoid for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What is it that Taurus needs to avoid for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What is it that Taurus needs to avoid for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support. There we go. We have 7 of Cups here. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Taurus, is decision. This is the Devil card. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox, unnecessary worry, lack of confidence. This is the low vibe card. The karmic connections, things that hold you back, things that cause fear, uncertainties, everything that in the 3D world that causes us to lose sight of our own purpose, causes us to lose faith, hope, those types of things. Spirit is really asking you guys to release yourself from the chains that bind you. Look at the other doves that are here. They have flown out of the cage. This is you right here, Taurus. The door is open, but you are not flying away. And this is Capricorn energy. All of a sudden I'm getting, even though this is reading for Taurus, there's something about the Capricorn energy where maybe a lot of you are working a lot. I'm getting workaholic in my head. And apparently this is what's causing you to get bogged down. This is keeping you from following your life's purpose.
For some of you, you may be really enjoying what you're doing, but there may be some underlying reason. And I have to say, don't get offended. Some of you may be so tied into this job, this thing that's just really, this is obsession with work. That's what I'm getting, an obsession with work. And it may be because you really like the money. You really like what you're doing, but it's more like, oh, this is bringing in so much money. This is great. And, it keeps me from doing other things, keeps me out of trouble, some of you may be doing this because you don't want to deal with some other things, keeping your mind off of maybe a relationship that's not, taking off, or something with a family member that you're trying to avoid, or you just don't want to be available to people and you just want to work, work, work. This is interesting because this is coming in very strong. Again, take this how it resonates. Now, if this is you, if you are that workaholic and maybe you are driven by money, it's okay. This is 3D stuff. This is the devil trying to, you know, entice you with that and say, no, you need to have money to live. But where is God? God really should be he is our only source and supply. And a lot of people don't see that. I understand that. For me, I was like that too, because I made a great salary in my previous career, but God was saying that this is, and I was not feeling fulfilled anymore. But I was afraid of leaving because I was getting paid a lot of money, and I didn't want to lose that. But that's material stuff, right? It's like, do material things really make us happy? If there's other underlying reasons as to why we're not doing something, we really have to be honest with ourselves and pay attention to that. And we have to detox ourselves from the 3D world, from money, from material things, possessions, being obsessed with, trying to focus too much on this one thing. And then we get tired, and then we get a little agitated and angry, and just like sometimes we fall into despair, and we start losing faith and hope. And the light is not there. This is more falling into the darkness. This is the devil card. And this is very powerful because this is actually really taking over this reading, which is why I'm spending a lot of time on this. And I usually don't spend too much time on the bottom of the deck. So there's something serious here that needs to be released. And some of you think that, like, well, I can't get out of this, because I have to work, I have to do this, I have to avoid these things, but you're escaping. And when I say that the Seven of Cups is here, that's escapism, okay? But we'll get to that. So Spirit is really needing for you guys to let go and release this. And for quite a few of you, this has to do with overworking yourselves because of fears of money, that the way that the world works, they're saying money makes the world go round. But really, I mean, who created the earth? It was God, right? Not money. Money didn't create the earth. And essentially, if God provides for all the animals and trees and everything on this planet, he can provide for us too. We just have to have faith in that and start heading in that direction towards what we are really called to do. And it's not necessarily working to death, okay? Maybe the death card might come out. Anyway, your overall energy. This is stability. This is security. This is great achievement. This is also, it says here, release yourself from burdensome situations. There's a strong sense here where, yes, this job, this way of living, the fears, being so bound by the 3D world, the material world, is really causing some destruction. I'm seeing Tower card as well, where that your foundations, your beliefs about money, about the way the world is, that you have to go to college, to get a job, to get a 401k, those types of things. You're following everybody else. That's what everybody else says, right? But once you break away from that, you start really seeing the magic in the universe and how you can call all this abundance to you without having to bust your ass all the time. It says abundant rewards for hard work, and this is the energy right now because you feel a sense of accomplishment, achievement. Maybe this is because you're working really hard. Maybe you're working really hard because you want to buy a house, or you want to keep the house that you're in, or you feel like you have to grind and grind and grind to keep the home. It's like maybe some of you are paycheck to paycheck. Maybe some of you are just like so enamored with, you know, your job, but I really think it's coming from a sense of the material things, guys. I have to be honest, and spirit is just, I'm pulling up a lot of stuff. And again, you know, take it as it resonates, but you know, if this actually is you, be honest with yourself, because divination tarot reading is really supposed to be about growth, becoming our highest versions of ourselves. This is about spiritually growing in this lifetime so that we can really understand the true abundance and magic of the universe. So yeah, I'm really getting a sense of stability. You guys need to end up building a better foundation. While this is more solid and secure, I am seeing that some of you or you have this because of the obsession with something of the material plane, and again, work is coming in. So, and some of you are wanting, I'm getting now, some of you may be wanting like a happy marriage, a happy family. You know, just to have, look at this. This is a very happy, high energy card, right? Time for celebration. But what's really sticking out to me, guys, is release yourself from burdensome situations. This is the overall energy for this week. This is what Spirit is saying you really need to be doing on top of what you need to focus on. But some of you like want this. This is celebrating life. This is being harmonious and happy. This is balance, okay? You need to be more balanced work-wise, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Those are the four, right? Is there, oh, usually it's Four of Wands, but we'll look, okay, we'll look at the four of these pillars here that have the flowers. Balancing out your spirituality, your mental state, physical state, and your emotional state. That's what I'm getting from this card. Balancing all four of these things. And it's essentially balancing all 12 areas of your life, but I called out the four because this is the Four of Wands. Now, with Judgment, what you need to focus on, and guess what it is, what I was talking about, finding your purpose. This is heeding the call. This is waking up from the hold up here. They're throwing so many things at me, and I'm trying to get something out of all the messages they're saying. They're saying, Taurus, wake up. Wake up. Okay, we're talking about the matrix here. Like, you are in the matrix. This is not, this whole world that you're living is not really what it is. Things are not what they seem. Looks can be deceiving, like with the Seven of Swords. What I'm getting is Spirit is telling me that you guys are having these deceptive thoughts, thinking that you have to work really hard to have a better life. But if you really follow your purpose and you surrender to God and go with the ebb and flow, like the Queen of Cups energy, balancing things out, your priorities, like the Two of Pentacles, there's a lot of balance being called in here. And this is you starting a new life in that direction, following your divine life purpose, your spiritual path. Archangel Gabriel is really calling you guys to do this. I'm hearing from them. Now the angels are like calling in, and they're saying, well, yeah, we're trying to get Taurus to really listen to their intuition and to trust what we're telling him to do, to leave the past behind. And the past, you're being so caught up in this. This is so heavy for me, guys. It's unreal. It's coming in very strong that there's a need to detox and free yourself away from this life that really isn't serving your purpose. At the end of the day, you may think it is, but Spirit is saying that it's not. And there's something else that you're being called to do, and a lot of you are getting those intuitive insights. Like Cups energy, even Empress maybe. This is you listening to your intuition and following it. There's something going on behind the scenes that you either don't want to see, you're just not really paying attention to, and they are really wanting you guys. Look, heed the call. And look, there's a family here. I was talking about family, happy home, happy life and stuff. some of you really want this, and especially with somebody that you may care very deeply for. But what Spirit is saying, if you really want to achieve that, okay, they're saying for those of you who are workaholics, who are working very hard, they're saying that if you want to have, like, you know, this balanced out life and have a chance again at a family, if you had one before and it didn't work out, or having something more harmonious. I'm seeing 10 of Cups, like a lot of harmony here, bliss. They're saying if you really want that, that you have to change things in your environment. You can't change your outside world if you don't change your inside world. And that requires you to do the spiritual work and to change, to become the highest version of yourself and follow your purpose. They're really saying that, I'm getting again, they've been trying to really get your attention, Taurus, to start following a different path and taking that leap of faith, like the Fool card, to get there. We'll clarify this, but let's go over what you need to avoid. And this is what I was talking about. Distractions. Things that don't serve you. A lot of you guys are getting caught up, and this is part of what you need to detox. And look, it says a need for detoxification, guys. It says here twice. And with the Devil here as major arcana, it's a major life transition, a major life change that you need to make. And again, it's really, I'm getting really strong. It has to do with work and your ties to money, your belief system in money. And trust me, it's really hard to break. I've been there. I really have. But what I'm doing now is so much way more fulfilling than what I was ever doing. I did have fun. It was awesome. But, you know, I was actually, you know, a lot of people were jealous of what I did because I excelled in everything that I did. And people never thought that, they said, oh, that's not possible, Jess. You won't be able to make that happen. And every time I did, because I believed that I could. And I was so confident in my abilities then. And it would waver too, because then I would hear all this bullshit from people and start to believe it, then had to go back and really regain my self-confidence. But, and then God said, Jess, this is enough. We have something else for you to do. And this is what I'm doing right now. I am now living my life's purpose, trying to help others get through things too and overcome their demons and their ties to the 3D world and their codependencies, all types of stuff like that. This is codependency, right? Some of you are very codependent on focusing on the money aspect of life and your job and things that you're trying to be laser focused on to escape something. Again, this may be escaping, you know, dealing with somebody that you care about, a relationship that you really want to happen, but it's not happening. But I will have to be honest and say it's because you're too overly focused on work or your money, your bank account. The material world has really got a hold of you, Taurus, and it's time to break free of that. And you need to make a decision. Because if you're just trying to, like, you know, escape and become addicted to money, to your job, be honest with yourself and see, is that really fulfilling you? Are you harmonious in every aspect of your life? Do you feel blissful all the time? Or are you actually, even after hard days of work, let's say, when you come home, are you really drained? Do you end up doing other fun activities for yourself? Or you just go straight to sleep or just try to watch TV to fall asleep and then that's it? Or it's just work, eat, come home, that type of thing? It's a cycle. Karmic cycles. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune too. I'm seeing a whole bunch of cards. It's insane. But you have to be in alignment with what it is that you truly want. And I think for a lot of you, you deep down inside, you don't want to be doing this anymore because of the cycles that you're in, and it's just been too much, and you want to release yourself from that. Again, with you being that bird in the cage, the dove in the cage. Everyone else has flown out except for you. It's time to make that decision and go after what you're being called to do, Taurus. You don't need to be in this energy. And there's no need to worry either. There's no need to worry about money because God is our only source and supply. You trust in that and you heed your calling and you follow your passions. Watch the magic that unfolds. Okay, wow, this is a very, I don't want to say heavy reading, but there's a lot. And I'm sweating right now, which is kind of hilarious because it's really not that hot in here, but this is a lot of stuff, guys. Okay, so we're going to clarify the judgment card. Why is the judgment card here? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians. Oh, you want me to? Oh, wow. Okay, they said do it again. They're like, hold up. There's a lot of messages here, but they said to do it again because there's something more specific they want. There it is. There it is. Hangman. Gaining a new perspective. They want you to focus on pulling away from the chaos of your life, the rapidity of things. This is like really, it's like fast movement. And this is you just slowing down, taking a pause, taking a break, recalibrating yourself, meditating. You need to pull away from the 3D world, the chaos and the craziness of the 3D world, and look at things from a different perspective. There's a call for you to be more enlightened, to find your inner peace, to find your spiritual path. This is you looking at things from a different angle and being like, well, wait a minute, why? That's what I said. Be honest with yourself. Why am I really needing to have to detox? Why do I feel so obsessed with a job or with money? What is it? Is it stemming from fear, lack mentality, like the Four of Pentacles? Are you fearful of not having enough? Are you fearful of losing your home, of not being able to pay bills? When you give in to that fear, that is what you manifest. Your thoughts create your reality. If you're thinking so many different thoughts that are fearful, that is what is going to play out in your life. And then things will happen. And then you're like, oh my gosh, no, I can't afford that. I can't afford not to go to work. I can't afford to take time off. I can't take breaks. I can't, whatever it is, I can't slow down because I won't make that money. I need that money because I need it to live. Spirit is really calling you guys to wake up and look at things differently. There's something you're not seeing, and there's, once you meditate and you go within and you slow down and you ask your angels, ask God, okay, what is it that I'm not seeing? Can you please enlighten me, Spirit? Help me understand why I'm doing this. And this is part of your spiritual growth. Yes, it's hard work, guys, but trust me, there is a better, so much better for you. There is something better for you than these karmic patterns that you are in. This obsession with whatever this is. This need to just have this strong desire where, no, I have to do this, and I'm too fearful of losing what I have. They really need you to get into the Hangman's energy. This is very powerful because look, again, another major arcana. You have Judgment and the Hanged Man. They really need you guys to wake up and look at things differently about your life. There is something better here. And the bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. I did talk about some of you maybe trying to do this because, and there's a relationship involved in here. You're in separation with somebody and maybe you're trying to escape feeling the heartbreak of this by working. And I know people who have done this, especially if you are in a light counterpart / twin flame soulmate relationship. A lot of these masculines tend to do this a lot, and the feminines too, but the majority of masculines are like, I gotta work because I gotta provide, and I have to have money, and I have to have this, and everyone says that you need money to do everything, right? That is the false belief. That is the Matrix, okay? You go, if you haven't watched that movie, go watch it, because that's what you are in. And until you break away from that and you break through the veil, you're still not going to see the other side of the fence, the other world that you can be living in. Again, this is like you're disappointed with something. There's a misunderstanding, right? This is also a misunderstanding about what fulfills you, what really lights you up, what the love that you have for something It's like these swords are going through your heart because you're thinking that you love something so much, but it's causing you pain. It's causing you heartache. It's causing this disappointment, and you're misunderstanding why, like, why do I feel this? Again, I was talking about reevaluating, right? Why do I feel this pain, this loss, this sorrow? I think I'm in a good place, but then afterwards I come home or I sit down and something hits me, and it's like, then this feeling comes up. And they want you to get rid of that. That's why the major arcanas are here, because they're really, spirit, the angels are really trying to get you guys to look at it differently. This is not how life is supposed to be. You really need to detox and get away from that 3D world. All right, we're going to clarify why the Seven of Cups is here. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Palladian Syrians, please reveal to us for our highest good. Oh, look at that. Justice kind of somehow flipped in there too. What, you guys, we have 4 majors here. 4. The Hierophant, Justice, Hangman, and Judgment. I was talking about false beliefs, the programming. There it is, right there. Balance, again, your life's lessons. This is you following your calling and understanding what your purpose is. There's the Hierophant. Finding the meaning of life and balance in your life. Balancing your chakras. The Hangman also, meditates, and he pulls away from the chaos of life to realign himself with the universe, with God, to align his chakras. There's a lot of balance in your life, and there's a lot of learning, life's lessons that you need to learn, and it has to do with your programming, your belief system. This is about your belief system. You are being bamboozled. This is confusion. You are being distracted by material things, the 3D world in this 7 of Cups energy, because you think that that's how the world works. That is your current belief system, and they want you to use that sword of truth and cut that out. This is you guys really finding your spiritual path, like I was saying, your divine life's purpose. Again, this guy, he meditates, and he has a direct line of communication with Source, with God, channeling all these messages and listening to his intuition and going within and like, okay, I really need to be understanding of what my path is in this life, what the meaning of life is, and it's more of a spiritual nature. This is a very spiritual card. That's what they're trying to get you guys to wake up to. And some of you may be seeking justice. Maybe this is something with a marriage here, okay? Maybe that's part for some of, that's for a few of you, for you're escaping a marriage or divorce. Maybe you went through a marriage, you were in a marriage, it ended up in divorce, and you were like, never again. And maybe your money was taken away or something along the lines of money, some court battle, and you were like, no, I'm just going to continue to, I have to work now. And I'm going to make my own money, and I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to allow anybody to touch it, that type of thing. That's interesting. I'm getting so many things, again, because this is a general reading. But look, here are more major life transition, and this is really about understanding, learning your life's lessons, because it's trying to get you to your spiritual path. This is the programming that you need to cut out of your life. You need to be more balanced. This is really being more balanced. And look, the 2 pillars here with the Hierophant is there's balance there too. 5 is change. 11 is a master teacher. Maybe some of you are being called to be spiritual teachers, bringing justice to the world, right? This is you doing the right thing and choosing what your true path is, the meaning of what life is, the true meaning of life, and it is of a spiritual nature. These are very, you got 4 majors here. This is a lot of life transitions that you guys have to start working on. And here's the 5 of Wands. Yeah, like I said, maybe a conflict. I did talk about a marriage or divorce here, and there's some escapism involved. Maybe, you know, you're trying to work all the time because you don't want to deal with this divorce, or your divorce is final and you're like, what do I do with myself? I'm just going to work all day. Or I'm just so obsessed with trying to get money, or there's maybe some obsession with something else. It could very well be drinking, because 7 of Cups could be drinking too, okay? Take it as it resonates, but be honest with yourself, all right? I'm getting very strongly, again, a lot of you are escaping. You're getting distracted by the 3D world, and you're having this inner conflict because it's like, I don't want to do. I keep fighting myself, but, you know, I'm not listening to that calling. But why are you going to get yourself in this conflict with yourself, with other people? There's no need for this. You need to release this too. These distractions, this escapism, getting caught up in, you know, all this material stuff is starting to really cause some conflict, either between you and other people, or you and your beliefs. You have inner conflict about some beliefs, and you're fighting it. And you're getting those intuitive insights. You're being told, I said the Judgment card is here. Heed the call. Don't fight it. You're being called to do something else, Taurus. If you don't know that still, go within. Again, meditate. Go within, talk to your guides. This is spiritual guidance right here. Seek spiritual guidance, either from your guides and or from a spiritual advisor to help you with this. Some of you are very conflicted, you know, with like, some of you are already probably asking, why does this world have to be the way it is? And I asked the same thing until I really listened and God revealed to me what it was that I needed to do. Okay, what guidance do we have for Taurus? Appetite. Progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. It's interesting because Judgment card is here too, right? Yeah, this may very well be you guys are comparing yourselves to others. It's like, well, you know, it's like keeping up with the Joneses. That's what I just heard. Some of you may be trying to keep up with the Joneses. Again, this is not a knock on you. This is about your spiritual growth, okay? You know, this is what divination is about. A lot of people don't want to watch readings that talk about you need to avoid this and you need to work on this to better your life. I get it. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but I don't do that. I'm not here to do readings. Some of my readings, yeah, some readings have been super awesome lately, but that's for people who've done the work. All right. So I don't do divination just to be all butterflies, rainbows, and puppies, because it's not always like that, but we can get to a place where we call that in, but we have to do the spiritual work. And it's progress, guys. We don't have to be perfect. This is not being perfect in life. We don't have to keep up with the Joneses. We don't have to be like everybody else. That's why they're calling you to do something different. And I said about before, if you're following the mold, everyone's molded to do something. Like I said, go to school, go to college, get a job, get a 401k. Everybody's doing that. But is that really fulfilling everybody? You go ask, I bet you know a lot of people. They hate their jobs. They don't understand why they have to do this. And it's just like, oh, going with the grind. I gotta go to work and go deal with traffic. That's not what life is about. God did not intend for us to stay in traffic for 2 hours and work 9 to 5 jobs that weren't really fulfilling. That's no. Again, the Matrix. We don't have to be perfect. We have to be ourselves, and you can't be comparing yourself to what everyone else is doing. This is about learning and growing and making progress in your life, and not seeing what Bobby's doing, what Jane is doing, or whomever, right? They're really wanting you to make some progress in your life and stop comparing and start following your call. The bottom of the deck is Tiger's Eye. Self-confidence through God confidence. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. There you go. And the bottom of the deck for the Devil did talk about lack of self-confidence, right? That may be very well have to do with, why there's a need to detox and with everything that some of you guys are very hung up on. You have to trust in yourself and believe in yourself and choose you, because when you choose you, you choose God. When you choose your path, so many doors start opening up for you, and you really start understanding the law of attraction, the law of giving and receiving, the law of resonance. God is trying to work through you. God never is trying to work against you. And a lot of people think that's what it is, but that's the devil getting to you, honestly. Find that God confidence. Every one of us is of the divine. We are created from God. We have that in us. And as long as we trust in God, in the universe, and trust in how they work for us and what they want us to follow in life, everything changes. Everything becomes more blissful. It is attainable. And then you can go into life having this self-confidence and not worrying about what everybody else is doing or what they say, you're not doing what you are doing, what you should be doing. You do your own thing, but it's for your highest good, not for anybody else's. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I want you guys to ask a question, any question at all. Meditate on that question while I shuffle, and we will see what answers the angels have for you. Oops. Okay, this is weird. Within the next few months, there's the answer to your question. The bottom of the deck is romance. I did talk about there's some underlying thing about a romantic relationship. Somebody is showing up here. All right? But I won't say any more. Spirit wants me to be quiet. This is you to trust your intuition with this, okay? All right, Taurus, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing to this channel, for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.